Hi guys, it's chapel time. Now all month long we're talking about our fruit of the Spirit, peace. Isn't he a cute little guy? And it's really kind of funny because he's a lion, and today's story has to do with lions. Have you ever been to the zoo before? Don't the lions look so pretty? In fact, I even have a lion on my shirt today, just for this story. So today we're going to talk about a man named Daniel. Now Daniel, he was a good man, and the king loved Daniel. The king really liked Daniel because Daniel had this special talent. He could interpret dreams. So whenever the king had a funny dream, he would go to Daniel and ask him what it meant, and Daniel always knew. So God had given Daniel that power, and so the king knew that. I don't know that he necessarily knew it was the power that God gave him, but he knew that Daniel had that power, and so he loved Daniel. But now there was other people in the kingdom that they didn't really like Daniel. And it wasn't even that they didn't like Daniel, they just didn't like how much the king really liked him. So they tried to do something really bad. So, see my picture here? This is Daniel, and he's with the king. See, they're buddies. See, he's got his arm around him and everything. Well, these other guys that didn't like Daniel so much, they went to the king, and they told the king that he should make a new law. A law that said you could only pray to the king, that everybody had to love the king so much they could only pray to him and they couldn't pray to anybody else. And if they got caught praying to anybody else, they would get thrown into the lion's den. Well, the king thought this was a great idea, and so the king made it a law, and he signed the papers and everything, and that was the law. That's all there was to do. So, well, guess what happened? Daniel loved God, and Daniel went and he prayed to God. And those bad guys, they caught Daniel doing that. And so they went to the king and they said, "King, king, king, we found him. We caught Daniel. He was praying to his God and not to you. And you made this new law, so you have to put him down in the lion's den." Oh, the king, he was so sad because he loved Daniel. And he didn't want to throw Daniel in the lion's den because he was afraid the lions would attack him. But it was the law, and the king did sign that and say that that's how it was. So he had no choice but to throw Daniel in the lion's den. Look, see how scary Daniel was? He was just afraid. But remember, we said Daniel prayed to God all the time, and God protected Daniel. And God sent angels to put their mouths over the lion's mouth. Put their hands over the lion's mouth and kept the lion's mouth shut all night long and kept Daniel safe. So the next morning, the king said, "Please, please, open the gates, let Daniel out, let's see if he's okay." And sure enough, look, he's in there, and he's like, "Hey, king, how's it going? Don't you worry, my God protected me." See? It's just amazing what God can do, and we need to always remember that God takes care of us no matter what. Okay, put your chapel hands together and let's say a prayer. Dear God, thank you for today. Thank you for always being there for us and always taking care of us. We love you. Amen. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. See you next time.